Hey there, Heather Boyd Wire here, and welcome to day 6 of the 10-day paperclip challenge. Today we're going to make some star and moon rings out of paper clips, and what you're going to need for this project are your tools, a ring cone, some cutters that you don't mind if they get a little damaged because the wire is very hard. You're going to need regular paper clips. They're about a 1 1/4 inch long, and you can also use colored paper clips. So as always, we'll just start by opening up the paper clip. We're just going to use our pliers to open it up like that. Go slowly with it because you don't want it to snap, and you want to get it as smooth as possible. You can also just do it with your fingers, but the wire is quite stiff, so this will help to protect your hands. So once we have it opened up, you want to form the star. So choose about what place on the pliers you want to bend it and try to stay consistent. You can draw like a little Sharpie line on there if you want to always have it in the same place. So we're just going to start bending. So we're going to bend down at an angle here, and then we're just going to keep bending it back and forth to form our star, keeping this in the same position as you go back and forth. And then you can start like making sure you get the shape of that star. You can just keep going back and forth and back and forth, and you need the 5 points of the star. So we're going to go in here, and then we want to just finish this one here. So we have the star shape, and then you can just bring this in a little more to make sure. A little trick to the star is makes like a straight line, that makes a straight line, that's a straight line, that's a straight line. So that's how you kind of line it up. And so this one is going to go like straight across there. And then from there, you can take your ring cone, hold it in place, and just turn this around. And because the paper clips are quite stiff, they're going to hold their shape pretty well. So just bend it like just above there. Just play around with it until you have the right size. If it's too big, just push it up and bring it in there a little more. And then you can try it on your finger to see which one you want to put it on. And then from there, you can go ahead and cut that end. If you want it to be adjustable, you could keep it longer, or if you want it to be flush in there. So just get your cutters and then put them in here, and you want it to be hidden in the back. So just bring it and cut it sort of where it's going to end there. And then what you can do is just bring it in so it all lines up a little bit. And just make sure that end isn't sticking out too much, and this end too, you can just be careful with it. Make sure it's in there, and then there we have a very simple star ring. So another way to make the star is just like a 5-point star, almost like you're drawing a star. So just bend it about 1/4 to 3/8 of an inch from the end, and just keep making bends at the same length. So just keep going. And if you have a ruler, you can measure the sides as well, or you can just wing it. So we're going to form our star. And then once we've got to here, we're just going to do one more bend there. If you can't access it, use your round pliers. And we're going to go across here. And then there's your star. And now we want to form the ring part. So what we can do is, even if you want to put this at a little bit of an angle here, we can bend it across. And then we're going to form the ring. So we're bringing it around here, all the way around. And just depending on what size your finger is, you can check it on your finger to be sure. And then there's a couple of clips you have to do. One is for the length of the ring. So we're just going to cut off that little extra bit, and then that's going to actually sit underneath. You can push it in underneath, and then you'll see you have a little bit of an extra bit here. So you want to cut that so it sits flush inside this line. So grab it with your fingers and then just give it a flush cut right inside where that line is. So just take that. This is why you need some pointy cutters. Pull it a little bit out if you have to access it, and then just give it a good little flush cut right in there. And sometimes you can just bend it a bit to finish the cut. And then you want to push that end down so it's flush with that line of the star. So just hold that, push it right down into that little corner there. Just stick it right down so it's flush there, and you can put it back on the ring cone if you like, and there's your cool little star ring. So to do the moon ring, what we're going to do is take our larger round pliers, and you're going to first form the inside curve of the moon. So we're going to bring that in, and we have the inside curve, and then you want to get your flat pliers and leave a little bit of space in there and just give it a good bend back, and then push it right down. And then we're going to get the round pliers again, and we're going to echo that curve around back, but we're going to go a little bit further because you want the outside one to be larger. So go beyond that point. See, we've gone beyond that point, and then just grab this with your pliers and push that back. So we pushed it back a little bit to form the moon. Now if you haven't made this round enough, you could round it up a little more, and there you have your moon. So we're going to hold that end with our flat pliers and push it to the right. So just hold that and give it a nice little bend to the right there. And then what you want to do there is take your ring cone and just bring it around. So just bring this all the way around. So this will depend on, you know, how big your finger is. You can just like play around with it and see. You can try it on if you like. And then you want to cut this so it's going to be flush with that little end there. So take your flush cutters and then just give it a good snip. You can file that end if you want, but it's really not necessary. The important thing now is this little end of the moon that's underneath. You don't want that touching your finger. So just take it with your pliers and push it up a little bit. Okay, you can pull it up so it's not going to be scratching your finger. And then this one, we're going to bring it in and underneath. That's going to sit underneath, and there you have your moon ring. Super cute and simple. So if you want to do one with the color paper clip, I would advise opening the color paper clips with your fingers because you don't want to damage them with the pliers. So as much as you can do just with your fingers for the colored ones, it's a little bit better. So just open it up carefully, and then as we did with the first one, we're going to take our round pliers and form the inner circle. So we're just going to bring that around and form the inner circle. And then what we want to do is take this and bend it back. The color paper clips are much more fragile, so you want to be really careful not to ruin the color. So we're going to bring that one around to follow the curve of the original one, and then we're just going to like kind of push it back. You can grab the underneath one with your pliers and push that back here. So we have that one, and then we want to push this one out to the side. And we might be a little tight with the paper clip because it's not super long, but we're going to try to do the ring with this. We're going to bring it all the way around. Probably won't be able to clip the end because there's really not that much left. Some of the colored ones are smaller than the regular ones, so we're just going to bring it around sort of as much as we can. Looks a little bit small, but you can kind of wiggle it in a little bit more if you have to, and even if you have to with the pliers, just kind of push it in a little bit, and there you have your, see it's small, we're going to fit it on this one. There's your yellow moon. So thanks so much for watching the video. Give it a big thumbs up if you liked it. Be sure to subscribe to my channel for lots more wire art and jewelry making videos. Hit the notification bell to be notified when I go live and when I post new videos. And if you'd like to share photos of your wire art and wire jewelry, be sure to join the Wire Makers Club on Facebook. I'll link it up below. And if you'd like to check out my work on Etsy, my husband and I specialize in custom wire wedding cake toppers and funky jewelry. I also have a mailing list, so if you want to sign up below, I'll send you my free Wire Art Essentials ebook. So thanks again for watching, and we'll see you the next time.